There we go. My first Periscope. The reason I'm doing one is I've been on Snapchat quite a bit and I'm posting lots of little things, and sometimes I get something in my head and it's just too much to do the little 10-second things in Snapchat, and I don't want to bore people with chatting away on Snapchat. So I'm an AdWords consultant, a freelancer. I'm in my garden at the minute. That's the shed, and it's Monday morning. I've been for a run and my head is buzzing. And rather than do some work in the house at the minute, I just wanted to go through a post-mortem of a sales pitch I did on Thursday. So a graphic designer I know introduced me to one of her clients. This client is a solicitor in Dublin. He's been a solicitor for 30 years, and so I met him. I hadn't had to call him and beg to meet him or anything like that. He knew me through another service provider he already had, this graphic designer. So I came in, and partly it was slightly confusing for me. I've never normally gone in for pitches like that, where I've got somebody else there that I'm trying to also not screw up the relationship for them. So thanks for the hearts, everybody. All right, by the way, I'm just looking up. I'll spin around so you can see what I'm looking at. I've got all these birds in the trees behind me. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a cold Monday. No, you couldn't see that, I'm sorry. It's a cold Monday morning in Ireland, about 2 degrees. I went for a run earlier, and now my brain is buzzing. And rather than sit in the house and do work at the computer, I just wanted to scope about this meeting I'd had. Okay, so it was strange. So this guy's a solicitor that I was pitching to, and I went in and I help businesses run AdWords campaigns and generate more leads and sales and revenue. And a lot of these businesses are much like this solicitor, where they don't know about AdWords, they don't know about websites, AdWords, SEO, content marketing, any of that. They don't care. Literally, they don't care. One of my biggest learnings as trying to sell this stuff is people don't care. They just want the leads. They want the leads, and they want to do what they do for a living, like being a solicitor. So I try not to talk about AdWords. I try not to talk about lead generation, CTRs, impressions, all that stuff. But I was in chatting to this guy, and the pitch went wrong. It's worked. He wants to work with us in spite of the pitch. And I'm calling it a pitch. That's putting it too formal a flavour on it. It wasn't really that formal. How did it go? So this guy, remember, he's a solicitor, and he's been doing it 30 years, and he runs his own practice. He's a professional. He's a pro. He's been around the block. He's used to dealing with people come into his office, with all sorts of issues. Like, you don't go to see a solicitor for fun. You've got problems like family or corporate employment law or personal injury, something like that. So I didn't realise that I'm doing my post-mortem now with you guys, but I was chatting to him. We sat down. We waited for him. He came into the little room, and then he started chatting to us. Oh, by the way, thanks for everyone for all the hearts and saying hello. I'll try not to read them too much because I'll distract myself, and I'm pretty bad at distracting myself anyway. So he then came into the room and sat down, and then instantly he's in a position of power. I'm not saying he's done it deliberately, but that's the way, when I think about it, that's what's happened. So we then talk about the weather and everything. Like, he put us at our ease. And this is what he does. Imagine like you come in and you're thinking of getting a divorce, or you've got a personal injury, you've got a problem, and you've gone to see this guy. He's going to put you at your ease. And then what he's going to do is probably say, so how can I help you? And then he's going to sit back and he's going to invite you onto him. And he did the same with me, and it completely threw me. We were chatting, talking about like Dublin and what's going on and how the weather's terrible, and blah, blah, blah. It's not terrible, it's just cold. And then he just said, so Andy, what can you do for me? And I was like really taken aback. Talk about being on the spot. And it's just as well that I kind of like being on the spot, but I screwed it up because I started talking about what I could do for him instead of asking what he wanted done for him. Because that's where it all went wrong. I started explaining. I got out my iPad and I didn't quite get it out straight away, but this is what did sell it to him. Is I got out the iPad and I'd done some research the night before, and I'd shown all the search terms of people looking for solicitors in Dublin and personal injury law Dublin and things like that, things that he was interested in. Showed that the search volume. Then I did some Google searches myself and took some screenshots and put them into this PowerPoint I was showing him on my iPad. Now that's a really good tip. Show, don't tell. Show them what you're talking about. Don't tell them, because I could like talk about, oh look, and Google this and da da da, and everyone's. But people are familiar with the Google interface, and I just showed him the search results, and I went, look, there's your ad down the side. It's not a bad ad, but when we click on it, we end up on this page, and he's like, what's that? I said, that's your home page. You don't really want to send people looking for a personal injury lawyer in Dublin to your home page. You want to send them to your personal injury law page. What the fuck? Somebody's asking. Yeah, anyway, I'm distracting myself. So I was showing him what was wrong and what needed to be improved. That's what got me yes, let's in principle work out how we're going to proceed, because I can see that this is wrong. I can see that when they land on the page, they can't see that I'm doing personal injury law. I can see that when they land on the page, they can't see my phone number. I can't see that I'm in Dublin. I haven't put that on the page. You're right. I didn't think of it like that. But the whole conversation, the post-mortem for me is, yes, succeeded in spite of myself, because I showed him what was wrong and I explained simply in terms that he understood how we could improve it. But things I'll do for my next pitch is, if somebody asks me, in fact, I'll be looking forward to it now because we're prepared. If somebody says, so what can you do for me? I'll be like, oh, what is it you want me to do for you? What is it you want me to do? What's your biggest problem? What's keeping you awake at night? How can I help you? Obviously, I wouldn't be quite as gushing and annoying like that. That's just me just trying to emphasise what I'll be doing. And I want to find out, because what I noticed afterwards, the day after, I was thinking, oh, I think he completely didn't understand it, and he's coming from the questions he was asking indicates that his understanding is like this, and I thought he was over here. I need to understand how he sees it and what he's doing, because he's paying the yellow pages for the ads. First off, I didn't know the yellow pages was even doing AdWords campaigns for businesses, but it suddenly dawned on me the next day that the yellow pages is probably billing him the ad spend and their management fee all in one block per month, and he has no idea what his ad spend is, because I was asking him, so what words are you bidding on? Where is your spend going? Is it like, because he was saying, oh, I'm getting loads of these kind of work, I don't want that sort of work, I want this sort of work. I said, well, are you bidding more on that? He said, what do you mean by bidding more? I said, oh, are you trying to push to get more of the traffic? So I don't mention traffic, because people would start looking at roads and cars. You want more of the qualified visitors or not? And he didn't understand a word I was talking about, and I didn't get that technical with him. But it suddenly dawned on me the day after that he probably has no idea. Like the golden pages or the yellow pages, sorry, in Ireland it's the golden pages. The yellow pages is probably just bidding on words, sending traffic to his page. Because I was saying, look, you're in a low ad position for a really good, this search term is really good. You've just told me that you want more of this work, and you're a low ad position. Oh yeah, but sometimes we're at the top of the page. I'm like, oh, that's bad. You don't want to be sometimes at the top of the page and sometimes low. You want to stay at a certain point based on your ROI, on your return on your ad spend. I didn't say that to him, but I know. So all these little things I got out of him throughout the conversation, at the end, the day after actually, I made the mistake at the start. Well, when he said, what can you do for me, Andy? I launched into it instead of asking him, what do you want done for you? What is your problem? Because then I would have, from the things he said, I could have started probing and found out that where his understanding was coming from. He's a business owner. He doesn't want to know all this crap. Sorry, Google. He doesn't want to know all this stuff. He wants to lead sales and revenue. And he even said at one point, the golden pages. And I was like, do they do that as well? And he goes, oh, no, I don't mean, no, it's not the golden page. But that's what all you guys, sorry, no offense, Andy, but all you guys who do that online stuff, I just call you the golden pages. I was like, right, okay, first off, I have to differentiate myself, but what does he mean by that? I don't know. I don't know his experience. So a question I should be asking, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm English, living in Ireland. I'm probably talking too fast. I apologise because I'm excited and my brain is buzzing this morning. That's why I've done my very first Periscope. Whoa me. I've been on Snapchat a little bit, but I just wanted to waffle and let my brain go. What was I talking about? This is what I mean by all these comments are distracting and getting me. I have a bad enough job just trying to stay on topic myself. So what was I talking about? By the way, give us just a few hearts so I know that I'm still connected, because I'm outside in the house. There we go. Brilliant. Thank you very much. This is fun, by the way. If you've never done a scope, you should do it. I could just waffle away and hopefully help people. Right, the things I'll do better next time is I will, if they ask me, what can you do for me? I'll be ready. I won't be like, and then just make stuff up as I go along. And it's funny enough, I ask people this by email, or typically by email. If somebody's come through to me, I will ask them, hi, how's it going? Yes, that's great. Thanks for contacting me. What kind of marketing are you doing? Have you been doing so far? Or what have you done in the past? And how has it worked for you? I'll ask that. And that's what I should have asked this guy. It's like, what have you done so far? And how has it worked for you? And then I'm inviting him onto me. So what happened was he took control of the meeting because he's a solicitor. His time is worth a certain amount. He is so used to doing this with his clients. If somebody comes in crying about something, and I'm not crying as in complaining, but as in they're upset about something, he's going to get them at ease. He's going to then say, so how can I help you? And he's going to sit back. And then he's going to control the meeting. He has to. He has to get them, he has to direct the meeting and then get it to finish because he's got someone else coming in and he can't spend 3 hours, 4 hours with somebody being an agony aunt. So he was controlling the meeting, and I should have controlled it, not because it's an ego or power struggle, but because I am the consultant. I'm coming there to help him. I'm there to try and help him grow his business. So he kept cutting me short on various things. It was as if I walked out thinking, whoa, I feel like slimy. I feel like I've been pitching, and I didn't go into pitch. I don't go into pitch. I go into help people. That's another sales tip for you. It's like, I don't try and make the sale. I try and help people. I'm on Periscope now, waffling away, just flipping brain dumping because I want to help people. So I'm going to record. Yeah, this is recorded, I guess, for 24 hours. I'll point people at it on Snapchat. Maybe I'll save it and shove it on YouTube if I can work out how to do it. But I'm literally trying to help people. If you go out of your way to help people, then sales happen. People don't see you as a salesman. So he saw me as a salesman because I didn't give him the chance to not see me as a salesman. So there we go. Anybody got any questions? I've waffled enough. I'm just wondering, is there anyone left still listening? Or have you all popped out? Yeah, so just a quick back. So this is my back garden. I'm cold because it's about 2 degrees, but it's blue skies. I don't know if you can see it behind me. Blue skies. It's a beautiful morning. I've got up, brought the kids to school. No, to my auntie. She's dropped them to school, and I went for a run, and it was brilliant. And my brain's popping because I went for a run, and I was thinking, it happens. Oh, my occupation. I'm a freelance AdWords consultant. So I have been since 2009. I run AdWords campaigns for businesses. And last week, so I said freelance. Last week I actually subcontracted some of my work out. I got an AdWords subcontractor because my workload's got too big. I don't speak Russian. You miss this weather. Bless. It's cold, crisp. I like it. It's blue skies, so that's good. Gosh, I don't know what all these languages are that everybody's chatting. Everybody's talking to me on. Good work. Oh, there's an 11 by the way. Does that mean there's 11 people on it? Vodka. No, I try and avoid vodka. I've got a cup of tea in the house. It's a bit too early for that today. Right, guys, I hope that helped. I will sign off this Periscope. I've enjoyed it, and I hope you've learned something. And if you haven't, I hope you've enjoyed just seeing the shed, seeing there's a bit of sunshine. What else? Can I spin around a little bit? There's the house. There's the neighbour's house. And awesome. You don't have any questions? Okay. Yeah, there's lots of Russian people on the scope. I don't know what time. What time is it in Russia? Oh, everyone's going. All right, listen, I'll speak to you later. Bye. Oh, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. And are you in work, or are you 3 o'clock on a Monday? Right, listen, I'm going to go. Once I work out how to turn it off. I don't even know how to turn it off. Thanks for joining, people, but I'm just about to drop off. There'll be a replay. If I can work out how to do a replay, this is my first go, I don't even know how to get off it. Dude, you're being a dope. Bye. Stop. That's not it. Someone tell me how to stop this scope. This is so funny. I'm tapping the screen. Double tap to flip camera. Swipe down to stop. There we go. I didn't even see that. All right, lads.